Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been literally a month since the last time that I posted, and the reason why is because
What the heck was that?
we are having yeah girl, we're doing it. And honestly, like, my bump started growing like a lot, and I'm like, I literally cannot hide this anymore. So I had to take a break. And the last video that I talked to you guys, I told you guys that it was 10 days of prayer, and we'll get into that in my weekly vlog. But this video is gonna be all about the gender and just pregnancy so far. So are you ready to know the gender? I'm gonna play a clip for you guys right now. 2, 3. It's a girl! Every time I get mad excited, Luna comes this way. So it's a girl. Oh my god, how do you feel? How do you feel?
Well, at first, you know how I felt. I want a healthy baby regardless. Like, I want the baby to be healthy, but I wanted a boy, you know. But ever since I started thinking about it more, I'm happy to have a girl.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, alright, if God trusts me enough with a child, and that child to be a girl, then I must be, you know,
special.
Because it takes a good man to raise a woman.
Facts.
I mean, it takes a good man to raise any child, but like, I feel like it's just different with a girl.
Yeah. I thought I was having a boy because the day that I found out that I was pregnant, like after I took the test, I had a dream that I had a little boy. So it was like a little boy, and then it turned into like a little boy that was like in elementary school. So I'm like, oh, we're having a boy. So like in our minds, I like put it in our minds that we were having a girl.
I just assumed that I was having a boy because
a boy.
my dad has 6 boys and 2 daughters, and the daughters came way late. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it was like all the boys, then the girls.
I'm assuming I would have been like, you know.
Sorry, y'all. The background noise is Luna walking around the house.
But eventually we're gonna have a boy.
Girl, let me just say something, okay? Because I'm not rushing. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to, for sure, like, take my time with this, get the hang of this, and then, yeah.
I got my son over there, you know, Big Casso.
Yeah, we have the dogs, so we have our hands very full. But like, if you know our story, you know how big of a blessing this is. And literally, I wake up every morning and I'm just like this is happening, like this is real. And after every week that passes, I'm just like, God, like I'm like, wow, God, like this is real, like this is what you want, you know? So it's just amazing that it's finally happening. It's finally here. It's been one of our biggest prayers and just desires for years. So to see it finally happen is just like,
he said the 3rd time wasn't the charm.
it's the 4th. So any mom or like any couple that
are trying, y'all need to have faith, keep praying, and know that when the time is right, it will be.
And listen, honestly, when I experienced miscarriages, I hated when people told me that. Like, I hated to hear, you know, it's not the right timing, it'll happen when it's the right time, and you know, all those things people say. And of course they say it, oh, the dogs are going wild. Of course they say it like, and they mean well, but that's just not what you want to hear, because of course you want your baby. But like, I just think about, had I had my first baby when I first got pregnant back in 2020,
and men, oh my bad, I didn't you. Go ahead.
if I had that first baby back in 2020, it wouldn't be the same as now. Like, I feel like God has taken these years to really allow me to build my trust on him or in him, and to really develop who I am as a woman of God before he like gave me you know, this big thing. Like, this is like he's entrusting me with his child, and there's just so many things that I can say, but I just thank God because his timing truly is perfect.
A1, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say though, guys?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, men, don't be afraid to express yourself. It might be hard because, you know, you gotta be the strong one sometimes, especially because with her, she just like, you know.
I cry a lot. I am just very emotional.
Very emotional. So like, even if, you know, I can't. It's basically like in the moment you can't be like. You feel like you can't be like you can't express how you feel about it. You know what I mean? Because we both can't be. Somebody got to pick somebody up. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to reach out to somebody else if you have to, or just talk about it with your partner if when she feels better, I guess, because you will feel a way, and you don't want to hold on to it and then take it out on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I never did that, but it was just, you know, you do get those thoughts and those feeling like, dang, I can't never, you know,
express. Because he had to be like the strong one every single time. So we know, you know, that pain and that like desire. We know that so well. Because like I said, this is our fourth pregnancy. And even still, I still have that fear that like, God, like, are we gonna see this all? Like, will I have my child physically here? So I still get like that, but I'm just literally leaning on God, leaning on his promises. And in the beginning of the pregnancy, one of the things that God has like in my alone with God, one of the things that he's promised me is in Deuteronomy, I think it's 5, I might be wrong, I'll put it under, but in Deuteronomy it talks about the offspring of your body will be blessed. And in one of the most anxious moments for me, God literally like revealed that to me, and ever since, that's what I've been like holding on to. That's been like my foundation for this entire pregnancy. And like for any moms, like for pregnancy after miscarriage, just know that God is with you, that he sees you. And that another thing that I've had to like realize, or that God like revealed to me, was that like the same way that that's your child, that's my child before it's even your child. So the same way you want great things for her, I want even better. So don't be stressed. And like at every appointment that we would go to, and I would be stressing about stuff, and the doctors are like, no, everything's fine, like everything's good. And I'm like, I feel like God is like, no, what did I tell you?
Yeah, I'll be like,
even
you need to relax because it's all good.
Yeah, but it's just amazing. We're gonna, this Wednesday, will be 22 weeks. So we are 18 weeks away from our delivery date. Our delivery date is February 7th, 2024.
I can't wait.
I am so excited. So if you go back to my previous weekly vlogs, like that explains the pickles, my desire for pickles. And that explains my constant tiredness and all that. So we made it through the first trimester. Yeah, I just started cooking.
It's been a lot of throw up. It's been a lot.
Oh my God.
You know?
Literally. But this has been the most amazing thing that we've ever experienced. And I have to say me, but like we are just
because
so...
she's here and I'm here right now.
Honestly, I tell him all the time, like both of our backs will be hurting or something. And I'm like, we are not the same. If my back hurts, like, I need you to do something ASAP. Like, I am not going to do something for you ASAP. Like, we are not on the same level. I'm sorry. It's just, like, a fact. Like, I'm growing the child. Like, my body is changing. And I'm at that stage where like I can't sleep on my back anymore. I have to sleep on my side and have to get up to use the bathroom. So it's just a lot is going on, but I am just...
The doctor told her she cannot sleep on her back, right? And she still be sleeping on her back.
Not realizing it.
I wake up in the middle of the night, she on her back.
So I wake up and he's like pulling me, like I wake up to him literally like pulling my arm so that I can turn over because I don't be realizing it. And like I never realized being on my back is more comfortable than my side anyway, so like it's a whole thing. But yeah, guys, more to come on this. I am so blessed. I'm so happy. And a lot of you guys have reached out and are just like, wow, like you've seen our story, you've heard our story, and just to see how God has literally like been walking with us is just like, it just speaks to who he is, honestly.
By the way, I already knew it was gonna be a girl. I just had to like fake like I was mad. But like when I first found out was in the doctors, this what happened.
Okay, so I was like 15 weeks or so.
So the doctor put the pictures up, like, or the ultrasound up, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a boy, I could tell. Because the little piece, whatever, in the picture, I'm like, that look like a girl. She was like, no, I was like, that look like a boy. She's like, I know what it is. Well, I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Mind you.
Do you guys want to know?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, because I wanted to know, but they wanted to do a gender reveal, so I'm like, okay. She asks again. And this one over here says, yeah.
I'm like, what do you think? But listen, we had already... So, like, this is my 15-week appointment. Or it was, like, 14 weeks. So, in the past, at this appointment, we would always go to it. And the baby would have no heartbeat. So, I went into this, like... mad nervous because I'm like, I know where the heartbeat is, I know what it looks like I already know how this is gonna go. So I walked into the appointment mad nervous, and so that was already a thing. And I had gotten my blood work done for like the to scan for Down syndrome, to scan for the gender and everything. So I had the gender in my email, right? So I could have easily opened it, but I'm like, no, I want to have a gender reveal. So I had already had it there, but like I just went to that appointment just to make sure everything was fine, because like I said, in the past we would go and that would be like, sorry girl, like this isn't happening actually. So yeah.
So she tells the nurse, yeah, and she says, it's a girl. I said, I just got tight right there. I'm like, yo.
Girl, he was actually.
But look, I have my reasons. Because like I said, men, you will, if you have a miscarriage, like if you're invested, you will feel away. Will you get your chance to let it out? I don't know your situation, so I don't know. But like with her, it's like she's really the real emotional one, so she's gonna show it like immediately, and it's gonna be a long time before I'm able to. So I gotta be there for her, obviously, and I don't got a problem with it. But then I don't get to speak how I feel. I gotta hold it. I don't have to, but I never had nobody I could really go to, because men just don't. Men are men. But what I'm trying to say is, don't be a man, but be okay with reaching out to somebody, an older brother, a father, a mentor, whatever. But whatever. So my thought of it being a girl, with every other miscarriage, it was a girl.
Yeah, that was another big thing. Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, I'm hoping it's a boy. I want a boy too, for my own personal selfish reasons, but at the same time, that played a big part. So that just all came out right there. I'm like, dang, now it made me worried. And then I'm second guessing my original, I'm not practicing what I'm preaching to her. So I was stressed and nervous. And
I had to remind him, do you not know what we've been through? A healthy baby is a happy baby. That's why on our shirts for the gender reveal, we got Team Healthy Baby, because no matter what it was, that's our child, and God has finally given us that. So like, I don't care.
So when we got in the car right after the visit, I'm looking it up. I remember what the ultrasound showed, and we had the copies of the picture, so I'm looking it up. What does a girl look like? A girl look like
at like 15 weeks.
And sure enough, it looked exactly the same. So I'm like, she ain't think she knew. And it was like...
She didn't think she knew.
She knew it was a girl.
But we still had the gender reveal just to like confirm it with like the blood test. Because like she wasn't 1,000... Well...
And she said she wasn't 100%. She said she wasn't 100%, but she was 100% because I looked online and Google don't be lying sometimes. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I'm happy that we like kinda knew before the gender reveal, because had he knew, he would have been like what he did in the gender reveal was like
it was fake.
It was fake.
It was already.
But like had we not known, he would have actually been tight, and that would have been like, all right, party over.
It's not like I don't want a daughter. I just wanted a boy first, because you know, I feel like I would, in my head, it would be easier to be a boy dad for me. But like I said, as time went on now,
yeah, and just like talking to other dads.
Yeah, like that.
Who
like
are
we was
girl
in church.
dads.
We had the men's breakfast today at church, and the pastor had said like, God must trust me to bless me with a child, and then I just put in my own words like, all right, me having a boy probably would be easier for me to raise a boy, because you know I can relate more, but a girl, dang, he must really trust me to have me, like, you know.
Because, like, just growing up, like, obviously as a woman, being a woman, like, just to see the way that the world, one, treats women, the way that, you know, when they grow up and just finding a partner and things, the way that whole process is, like, and just, I have had great parents, right? But, I just know that Vaughn's gonna be even greater than what I've had, and, like, yeah, like he's going to, my parents led me great and did everything that I needed, but I just know that Vaughn is going to like literally exceed what I had, and he's going to be the best girl dad. Like the best. Like I can't wait.
Team girl dad.
Yeah. So we are so excited to share this journey with you guys, and just moving forward to show you guys how God is literally working in our marriage, in this pregnancy, in everything. Yeah. And this is why we share our testimony. It's not to put our business out there, but it's to show people like who God is and how he works. Yeah, like I said before, like you guys have seen my story. You guys have seen when I was going to the fertility clinic, getting all these testings done to see what was happening, you know. And just in January, I had a DNC because of a miscarriage. So just to see how when you remain faithful in God, and just not even anything that we've done, just who God is, just to see that like happen in our lives on a daily is just like this is why I do what I do. This is why I love the Lord. This is why we love the Lord. So yeah.
What's that song? God will work it out.
Yes, he will.
I don't got no vocals, so don't judge me on that. I gave you some bars though. You ready?
Because he's a rapper.
Let me stop.
I was ready for you. No?
You got paid for that. Nah, let me stop.
But I'm just so excited, and we are just so excited.
Yes, sir.
And so blessed, and you guys already know we're gonna continue our house hunting.
Oh man, that's another story. God gonna bless us.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like God knows our needs, and even if he doesn't do it in our timing, like it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows we need a home. He knows that our child needs a place, like her own room, her own space, her own all of that. So like, girl, I ain't worried. Like it's gonna happen when it's meant. It's gonna, you know, just waiting on the Lord. Like the Bible literally talks about waiting on the Lord, you know. So
wait on the Lord.
Another Maverick City song. So that is all for today. be on the lookout just for our journey, our life, and just all the things. I just can't wait to share how God is moving.
Everybody say hi to Castle.
Yeah, this is Castle. Luna's gonna come running over
This
here soon.
This is my firstborn right here. My son right here.
Look at the way they look at each other, so sweet. But God is just gonna do some amazing things in your life, in our life. So just continue to wait on the Lord, put your trust in Him, rely on Him, dwell in Him, and He's gonna work all things out. I promise you. So that's all today. Thanks for watching. Okay, now.
Now it can be out.